Hello, my name is CCCurrent, and today I will be presenting using one of my course objectives with my Educating Exceptional Students class. This objective deals with the development and use of assessment techniques. The objective states that the candidate will be able to develop and use assessment techniques to evaluate student needs and student progress for the purpose of improving instructional approaches. What this means is that as a teacher, I would develop and use assessments to evaluate my students. This would enable me to find out where my students were struggling and needed help. It would also give me insight as to which instructional methods were working and which ones were not. The ones that were not, I would need to change. So I would monitor the students' progress and do my best to meet the student needs. This would allow me to improve my instructional techniques and help my students reach their full academic potential. One of the ways to accomplish this is through the use of formative assessments. Formative assessments are assessments throughout the school year that help the teachers, so myself, determine where the student needs help. Formative assessments are generally used in progress monitoring. As a teacher, I would use progress monitoring through formative assessments. This monitoring would help me evaluate my students and determine if instructional techniques were successful. Examples of formative assessments are tests, quizzes, writing assignments, clickers, whiteboards, etc. You can use those to determine if your students really know the material and if they need help in certain areas. So when you get this assessments, I would collect the data and I would gather the assessments and put them to good use. If a student were struggling with a certain concept or subject, this information would help me understand why. I would then be able to adjust my instruction as needed to help the student master the concept or the subject. Another fun fact is that formative assessments help give the students the tools they need to succeed in other educational settings. And once I had determined where a student was struggling, this is when I would change or adjust my instruction in order to better suit their needs. Once I had tapped in a method that worked for them, I would record it and keep the information for future use. And some benefits of the progress monitoring are that students receive instruction that fits their needs instead of a one-size-fits-all method. Teachers are also better able to make informed instructional decisions. Documentation is available for accountability purposes. And lastly, it could create a better communication between students, teachers, and their families. And this concludes my presentation on my course objective. Thank you for watching and have a great day. And here is my works cited page.